Hello everyone, we are here today to introduce two high technology products that can effectively reduce any form of bullying among children and teenagers. We will first analyze the common type of bullying and the three main consequences of bullying existing in today's society.
According to Slonze and Smith Journal in 2008, bullying can be described as being aggressive intentionally and repeatedly to a group or individual who cannot easily defend themselves. The most common type of bullying is face-to-face bullying and cyberbullying. Face-to-face bullying including physical aggression such as hitting, kicking, punching, and verbal aggression such as teasing and threatening. Both are usually face-to-face type of aggression.
On the other hand, Smith and his colleagues' journal in 2008 defined that cyberbullying is an aggressive, intentional act carried out with electronic forms of contact. Common forms of cyberbullying include sending threatening text messages, posting libelous comments online, or uploading humiliating pictures or videos online without permission. Banano and Hamo in 2013 states that cyberbullying could happen to victims at any time and any place. Victims may have a much more difficult time coping.
According to McCrinnell in 2019, 59% or 2.3 million Australian students said that they have experienced bullying. 80% of them saying it's a problem in their school, and 20% saying it's an extreme problem. So, what are the consequences of bullying?
First one is mental health problems. According to Smolkowski and Kopper's journal in 2005, the victims of bullying are at increased risk for mental health problems, and they find it hard to adjust to school. Those who are bullies are facing academic problems and violence to others later in life. Those who are both bullies and victims of bullying suffer the most serious effects of bullying and are at greater risk for mental and behavioral problems. Referring to Franton and his colleagues' study in 2012, there is now strong evidence for a substantial link between children who bully their peers and later offending and depression. Bullying others at school increased more than half the risk of later becoming a criminal offender on average 6 years later in life, and increased 30% of risk to later depression. That iterations on reducing school bullying could reduce depressive illness among children and teenagers.
Second consequences is suicide tendency. According to a study run in 13 countries at Yale University in 2008, bully victims are between 2 to 9 times more likely to consider suicide than non-victims. Bullying Statistics 2019 says that at least half of suicides among young people are related to bullying. It also shows that 14% of high school students have thought about committing suicide, and 50% of them have attempted to do it at least once.
The third main consequence of bullying is school shooting incident. Chappell and his colleagues in 2006 suggest that shootings in college related to bullying are possible. The national studies of American schools have found that at least 4.3% of American school students carried firearms on campus. Some students said that they carry weapons for self-defense from bullying, and some cases happened to be the bullies carried guns for acts of violence.
According to Hunt's research project in 2016, a high schooler named Easy Dix committed suicide in 2013 after suffering online harassment. Initially, the police found no evidence for cyberbullying. Later on, Easy's mother discovered some screenshots of cyberbullying evidence on Easy's phone and has the case reopened. One of our design concepts based on this case is related to the first product that I'm going to introduce you to. It's an app that's specifically designed for preventing cyberbullying, and it's called CB Detective. It has a database to keep records of cyberbullying patterns even when people deleted their posts or comments on social media. CB Detective is simple and straightforward, and it only needs the user's legal name, age, school or university name and address, and parents' contact detail to set up the account. It will then ask for users' permission to set up database on other social media app in their phone to keep track of any cyberbullying pattern in two ways. For example, it gives you a warning before you friend someone who frequently use aggressive language on their social media, and it also keeps records of your own acts of cyberbullying even after you deleted them on your social networking app. Moreover, it will insert a keyboard on your phone which will detect any aggressive language that you typed and will ask you to reconsider your vocabulary before you send the message. At the end, if the possibility of you being involved in cyberbullying is scored over 15, the app will automatically send a message to inform your parents, and the database will be used for any potential investigation in the future. The second product is interrelated to CB Detective, but it's designed specifically for face-to-face bullying. It's a simple and chargeable bracelet that has a red button on it. When you face bullying in real life, you can press the button and the micro camera will fly out from the bracelet and record the situation. At the same time, CB Detective will immediately contact your school and parents and send a video record to both your phone and your parents as evidence. These two products have only one simple function, and they are combined to prevent any form of bullying. We want to promote these two products to all schools and universities and get government funded on the project so that we can make these products available to all students. And we are here for one goal, that is to ensure the health and safety of our children. So please join us in this mission and stop any tragedy from happening ever again. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you.